Danny Sanders. He did this on purpose. I hate him.
Don't accuse people of things that they didn't do. How would you know if he did it on purpose? You really shouldn't say things like that.
Okay, Dad, I am sorry. Wow, that light up there is changing into so many pretty colors. How do you get the lights to do that?
Okay, hold on.
Your surgery went perfectly, and the doctor told me that your eye will heal perfectly. Here, I brought you this radio because you can't read while you have that bandage on. Remember, your eye is perfect. There's nothing wrong with it. Seriously, nothing wrong at all.
Is there something you're not telling me?
Yes, your surgery went horribly, and there's a good chance that you will grow scar tissue from the operation and be blind for the rest of your life. Too bad.
I hate Danny Saunders.
Hey, Reuben, how's your eye?
I hate you. Go away.
Hey, I told you to be nice to him.
Okay, fine.
What do you want to do?
What did you want to tell me?
Oh, you know, I just came by to say that I hate you and that I really did try to kill you yesterday. But it's really your fault for not ducking fast enough. You could have ducked, but you just wanted to look cool and catch the ball.
Oh, it's okay. You're right. I only wanted to look cool and win the game. Besides, I would have killed you if I had the chance to. It was a very intense baseball game. By the way, my dad says that I'm supposed to be friends with you. You wanna?
Sure, why not? I'm looking for someone to talk about my crazy dad with all the time. Then we can spend every single day in the library reading books together. Doesn't that sound like so much fun?
I love reading, especially books about math. Those are my favorites. Oh, wait. I'm not allowed to read yet. I should go see the doctor. I could be blind.
Okay, but you can't read. Do you want to talk about my crazy father?
Sure.
Okay, well, here I go. He's the head of my synagogue, and my family has been rabbis for 6 generations. He's already promised all of his children for marriage, and I have no choice about my career, even though I want to be a psychologist. He makes me read and study 4 pages of Talmud every day, and purposely makes mistakes in his sermons that I will catch him and correct him as a way of making sure I'm studying hard enough. And to top it off, he refuses to speak to me. Ever. If we're not discussing Talmud or Jewish law, we don't talk.
Wow, your dad is crazy. Well, that was fun. I should go see the doctor now. Yay, I can see. Now we can go to the library and read all those books while we talk about your dad.
Yay.
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 Dude, we're pretty efficient at doing normal.
The lenses. I'm recording with the lens on.
You're recording?
Yeah.
That's the same camera I did for my time lapse.
I'm recording some buffer in between.
Buffer?
Like, so that Mark's video doesn't record over my video. And I bet everyone in first period's gonna be watching this and gonna be like, what the heck is this? He's just zooming around the room, talking, and everyone's gonna hear me and they're gonna laugh. And it's gonna be weird.
And they're talking about how this is going to be embarrassing. Yeah, they're gonna say that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be really weird when they hear it too.
This is gonna be an interesting video in class.
Okay, it's in shared. You know,
Why don't you just open it up and I'll walk down there and I'll print it off.
Okay. I'm sorry. The Omarka Harvesting Show! Dun dun dun. This time on Omarka. Yossarian talks on his experience in World War II as a bombardier, trying desperately not to get killed. He will attempt to explain the enigma of Catch-22 to you today.
Yeah,
Love you.
Marka.
Yay.
Yay.
Sign my history.
Yeah, I love Mark.
Hello, America! And the world, and Mrs. Parrish's class. Oh, and hi, Mom! I'm your host, Omarka Harveston, and today we'll talk about the indignities of war and one man's desperate quest to be immortal or die trying. The amazing, magnificent, somewhat cowardly, arguably insane, world-renowned, infamous Yossarian!
Yay!
Oh.
Thank you, Omarka. It's wonderful to finally be on the show.
It's a pleasure to have you. Could you give us a brief overview of your take on the war?
Why, yes! I think the Allies will win World War II, or one. What? Because we have more men and supplies. However, a rather large number of men must die in order to win the war, of course. And I aim to be among those that survive, if at all possible. As well, I take the war incredibly personally, as I find that every single German is trying to kill me. And my generals, they are too trying to kill me. They send me not on milk runs, but on the dangerous battles where I might die. They have no concern for me whatsoever.
I see. Well, what made you think this way?
Well, one of my comrades, Snowden, died in my arms on a flight over Abnedon. His entrails were spewed all over my uniform. It was quite lovely. But the episode quite greatly distressed me, and I've never quite been sane since.
You know, some people actually say you're crazy.
Actually, I believe that some outside observers, such as the doctors in the doctor's office, or others seem to think that everyone else is crazy except for me, and that I'm sane, but who would know? It's really rather hard to tell.
Okay, well, off that subject, Catch-22, what is it exactly, and why does it matter so much?
Catch-22 is a paradoxical law that works on circular logic that inevitably benefits only those who created it. In fact, it's not even in law. Such laws fill military law governing who can go home and who can't.
That's rather confusing, and you used a lot of big words to explain it. Could you give us an example?
Indubitably so, my friend. The field doctor can declare anyone insane if he only asks, and then be taken off duty, but there's a catch.
Catch-22?
Yes, you see, if you come up and ask someone to be taken off duty, then you have shown that you are essentially sane, and you're concerned about your own health, and can't be sent home because you're obviously not crazy.
So no one can be taken off by insanity?
Well, on theory, yes, but after a couple weeks, some people noticed that an insane doctor marked a sane person as insane, and therefore the doctor's insane and the person couldn't be insane, and it just kind of falls apart.
So is there any way to be taken off duty permanently?
In theory, yes, you just have to fly a certain number of missions, but once you fly those number of missions, they raise the limit. But the generals were told not to raise the limit, in fact to let people go. But therefore the generals are defying the government. But I can't defy the generals who are defying the government, otherwise I will be in trouble, but they won't be.
Sounds, pretty horrible. So what do you plan on doing next?
Actually, I think I'm gonna write a book about it and make lots of money.
Really? Because if you did, you could be in my book club book list. Well, we're out of time.
Well, it was great being here, and I hope to see you again when I have my book, so long.
Thank you. It was great to have you. Goodbye, world, America, some classroom full of kids in Duval, Washington. Oh, and hi, Dad. Well, see you next time on Omarka when we dig deep into starving children in Uganda.